Hi everyone, Linda from Let's Talk Prepping, and I wanted to show you some EMP-proof items that you might think about having on hand. Now, you're always going to need the food, and the water, but if your generator is down in an EMP attack, and it probably will be, and actually the solar generators will probably be down because they have the inverters and the controllers. And I have a well. So what I bought was this. Let me see if I can even get this whole thing up here. This is a well bucket. And this here, when you put it down, this valve opens and it supposedly fills this with water. And then when you pull it up by this end, um, you're going to pull it up with a rope. It supposedly closes. And then after that, you can put it in a bucket. And when you put it in a bucket and you hit this, the water will come out of it. So it's pretty good, except that I think now that it's pretty big. It's 4 inch. And it might be too big to get down my well past I have a pitless adapter, which means that's where the hose goes in. And I'm not sure this will get down. So we'll have to see when the time comes. But I did buy that because I really was afraid my solar generator wouldn't work. And that's going to cause me problems in the future. Because here's what we need. You know, seeds, buy seeds. Seeds are going to last. They're not going to be affected by an EMP. And you're going to need food. You're going to need seeds. You're going to need vitamins. So make sure you have the vitamins. But here I have a wind-up clock. So get a wind-up clock or get a wind-up watch. Then you're going to need ways to light your fire, whether it's outside or inside. And let's say you have an EMP attack, you should plan on 6 years. Are you going to have enough fire starters for 6 years? Maybe. And this is one that I've always liked. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. Let's put it over here. We go. So it's again, but it's USB. And this would go with a small charger. So that one would be okay. But it's going to be the bigger things that I have trouble with. So you're going to need a way to light things. So matches, waterproof matches, maybe the magnesium uh, flint, the flint thing that you use. You're going to need a coffee pot that is an electric. You're going to need some kind of a radio. This radio is, I don't know how many years old, 15, 20 years old. It's got the solar here, it's got the wind up, and it actually still works. Any of the other little radios that I bought, they just stopped working right away. This one has always worked, and it's pretty good. You can get some stations. So you're going to need some kind of a radio that's not electric. And you're going to want communication, so walkie-talkies of some kind. Now, they say the ham radios and the CB radios would work during an EMP attack. And then you're going to need flashlights and other kinds of lights. This one has a solar power here, so that's a good one. We don't have to worry about trying to charge it with a USB. And then we have this. This is kind of a neat one because it has its own little solar charger right here. So we have this, not a big one, but at least it's there. Then I've always loved these because they're nice ones that you can hang. And when I lose power, I just turn this on, hold it over my shoulder, and read from it. So, and it's solar powered. So we have that. And here's another one that's solar powered. You can hang it, So, and this one I think you can also plug in and do it with a USB. So we have that. So you're going to need water, you're going to need food, you're going to need lighting, you're going to need a way to start fires. You're going to need security. If you have a camera system for security and it's on Wi-Fi, it's not going to work. So you're going to make sure that you have some kind of security, and what that happens to be, I guess I don't want to mention it because YouTube doesn't like you mentioning these things, but you know what I mean. Uh, I have this. This is another solar power. This is one of those outdoor lights that is motion detector lights. So you put that up and that'll work even during an EMP attack. Then you're going to need some hand operated tools. So here's a nice saw. This one will work because it's hand operated. Now, I do have here, my drill that's battery operated. And I was planning on charging the battery with a solar generator. And I can do that if it's just a regular power outage. But in EMP, I guess I'm not going to have that solar generator. So I better start planning on more hand operated tools, or suppose you wanted to do something to grind wheat berries to make flour. You would want a hand operated grinder. So I guess I'm going to start looking for hand operated things. And of course, if you're looking for heat and you don't have the wood stove, you can always get, the Mr. Buddy heater. This is but you're going to need the propane for this, but it is a nice little heater. They work. And I would make sure I got a lot of winter clothes, nice warm clothing. I would make sure that I got summer clothes. And here's a fan. Again, the fan is a USB fan. Is that going to hurt me in the long run? Probably. I don't know what we would use for a fan without electricity. Because if you don't have the USB one, maybe you could get a battery one and you can get a battery recharger that's solar, but that would take a long time to charge them. And then, of course, you're going to need books. Make sure you get books because your computer's going to be down. You won't be able to go to the computer and look things up. So we have all these different books that you can get. This one's Survive in a World Without Antibiotics. This one is The Lost Superfoods. And then this is Survival MD. So we can get all of these. By the way, I'm not affiliated with any of these products. I don't have an Amazon link or anything. They're just ones that I've bought. So let me just look here and see if there's anything else I might have missed. Your generator's not going to work. A solar oven. I don't have a solar oven, but that's probably a good thing. But they're like $400, and I'm not sure how well made they are for $400. There are a lot of YouTube videos on how you can make your own, so you might want to check into that. So what do we have? Oh, an EMP shield. Supposedly you can buy this EMP shield for the whole house. It just goes into your circuit breaker box. Does it work? I don't know. I don't know if they can test it really. They say they have, and they say it works. And you can also put it on your car somehow. Would it be any good? I don't know. How about an electric bike? I don't know if an electric bike would work or not. How much? It's the electronics that are going to get fried. So how much in the electric bike is electronics? If anybody knows, let me know in the comments below. The gas pumps aren't going to work during an EMP event, so you can't have anything that's gas operated. But a regular bike, some snowmobiles are going to work, especially the older ones and the ATVs that are older ones. Pre-1980 cars will work. Old tractors will work. So those are the things that I would just look into if I were going to buy things that don't require electricity, don't have any electronics in it. And because I've been researching it lately and they say that my solar generator is not going to work, I guess I'm going to have to try to figure out how to do more things manually, just like hammer and a hand drill and things like that. Um, even, the radio has the batteries, but anything like that's going to be USB, like the fan, too bad about the fan because I really like that little fan. Um, so let me know if you have any ideas in the comments below, and thanks so much for watching.